Previously on Tomb Raider 3. Yeah, the shotgun does an easy work on Tony. Now, in this arena, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. And with that, the adventures continue. Welcome back everyone to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I am Jonathan Wolf, and today we're going to be starting with the Coastal Village, which is the first level of the South Pacific Island section of Tomb Raider 3. So yeah, like I mentioned in the last video, there is a certain order that I recommend you take this. I reloaded current position because I forgot this is actually the second time. This is actually the fourth time I'm recording this godforsaken level. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? So let's load the game, and then let's go into the Coastal Village. Yeah, sadly, because I already saved, I'm actually stuck into the South Pacific Islands. So yeah, that's actually another thing you want to be careful, because if you save your game when you're doing a level and then you're like, you know what, I'm actually gonna try another area. Well, sucks to be you. You have to basically redo the entire. You basically have to either finish the area or start the game over. Which honestly, I would just recommend you just end the area where you're at, even if that area is London. But yeah, basically to summarize, basically like I mentioned in the last video, the Caves of Kalia video, I will be doing this game in a specific order, which is what many call the masochistic order, which is South Pacific first, London second, and finally Nevada, which, yes, I'm doing Nevada last, which is the worst advice I can give you if you're a first-timer. If you're playing Tomb Raider 3 for the first time, do Nevada first. It's going to save you a lot of pain and suffering. And yeah, with that said, let's just get this over with. Okay, so as we started the level, I went to the right to get a key. And that is the Smugglers Key, which is going to allow us to access a major portion of this level. Because, yeah, the first thing you're going to notice when you get to a specific point of the level is that there's going to be a fork in the road. There's going to be a long way and a short way. Now, or there's going to be a long way through the level or a shortcut through the level. However, if you take the shortcut, you're actually going to miss a secret. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. Because, yeah, if we take the shortcut, we're not going to get 100%. Plus, we're going to miss some kills and some items and all that stuff. And yeah, basically, just to show you real quick, the shortcut is right over here. So if you're going for time and you don't care about secrets, then go for it. And speaking of secrets, we're actually going to go ahead and claim the first secret right off the bat. So we want to climb up on this rock to claim a small medpack. Another small medpack, since I did claim another one, which was on the other side as we enter. On the other side where we got the Smuggler's Key. And then we want to do a running jump to this slope right here. And then we want to shimmy on over to this green platform. And then we just want to do a hop. And we can claim Secret 1. Now we claim the secret, but if we want to claim the items, we want to come over here to this platform with the MP5 clips. Which is awesome. Alright, so now let's go over here and let's get into this hut right here, because this hut will allow us to do the long path. And why am I doing the long path? Well, because this is a walkthrough and I'm going to show the best possible route on the level, or I'm going to show the full experience. Now that being said, I'm also going to be showing you where you will end from if you decide to take the shortcuts, because yeah, there's actually two shortcuts you can take. There's a shortcut right here at the beginning of the level, and there's a shortcut that you can take by taking the long path right over here. So yeah, the Smuggler's Key will open that trapdoor. Take a little bit of fall damage, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and grab the save crystal, which, funny enough, if you stand on this tile, you're actually going to despawn the crystal. So yeah, you want to be careful because you're going to miss a saving opportunity. Alright, so now I'm going to dive over here so I can avoid this wood spike trap so I don't get impaled. You can also crawl underneath, but I actually like to jump because it's faster and it's more funny. Okay, so right over here, as soon as we enter this room, we're going to see 2 gators, but also we're going to have one of the worst enemies in this level. If Lara can stop shooting at the alligator for once. Yeah, there he is. So up on that ledge, there is a guy with a blow dart. And these darts are poisonous. And, whoops. And yeah, and yeah, those guys shoot darts that are poisonous. And yeah, you don't want to get hit by them because yeah, if you get hit by them, you have to use a medpack. And at this point, if I get hit by a blow dart, I basically have to redo the entire level again. If I, try to do a no medpack run. But yeah, like I said, in this water we have 2 gators, and they're both dead. Sweet. Alright, so let's pop a flare, even though it's not going to help us that much. And let's go over here to the right, because here we got some harpoon ammo. But also, at the other side of this room, we have another set of harpoons. And back at the beginning, which by the way, if you've ever fallen into this water, you have to come back here to the beginning. We can get a 3rd set of harpoons, plus the harpoon gun itself. So yeah, we can actually now use the harpoon gun, which is completely and totally useless in Tomb Raider 3. At least the main game of Tomb Raider 3. Because yeah, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest, I have never used the harpoon gun in Tomb Raider 3. Or at least the main game of Tomb Raider 3. I have used it in the expansion. Well, in one level of the expansion. But yeah, when it comes to the main game of Tomb Raider 3, I have never used it, which, yeah, it's kind of weird that they brought back the harpoon gun, because truth be told, the harpoon gun is pretty much useless for pretty much the entirety of the game except for one level. However, in that level, there's really nothing. There's actually something that will allow you to basically use the harpoons in a better way. In a better way than the harpoon gun itself, which is, yeah, pretty much makes the harpoon gun redundant. Okay, so I did drop this on purpose because I wanted to show this thing, which is, yeah, this new gimmick for Tomb Raider 3, which you can actually grab onto specific ceilings, and you can actually monkey bar your way across them. And yeah, this is actually really cool because it allows other methods of transportation, or other methods of going through a level, which is pretty awesome. Especially this room, because this room is really cool because there's a lot of platforming you gotta do. And like I mentioned, platforming is my favorite part about the classic Tomb Raider games. And honestly, it's the reason why I love these games. Because, it's pure platforming. You don't have 3,000 indicators that will tell you where to go. So, in other words, thank God Ubisoft is not making Tomb Raider. Okay, so in the scroll space, there are some MP5 clips. And there's actually something else I actually want to show, is that you cannot go into a crawl space while you have while you're in this position, in this climb position. So what you want to do, if you want to get into the crawl space, what you have to do is you have to let go and grab the ledge so that Lara will have her feet dangling, and this will allow you to get into the crawl space. Now, thankfully, this got fixed on the remastered version, because in Tomb Raider 3 Remastered, you can actually go up into a crawl space while being in this position. And yeah, and by the way, if you want to, and yeah, basically that's something really cool, because in Tomb Raider 4, you actually need to do this more often, which, it's going to make Tomb Raider 4 very interesting for the remastered. And yeah, if you want to get back, just go to the top and just do a backflip. And you're going to land safely on this platform. Alright, and here we got another monkey bar. And now we're going to go into the platform where that blow dart guy was. So yeah, the blow dart guy was in this platform that I'm about to go into. So yeah, this platform right here, this is where he was attacking me. All right, and even though we're 10 minutes into recording, I'm actually gonna save my game because now we're gonna fight another blow dart guy, and this blow dart guy can be very annoying because he can be in a position where he can shoot you, but you cannot shoot him, which is very annoying. And he's actually going to spawn where that save crystal is. Now, there's two ways I recommend you do this. The first one is to just spawn him and go back to the beginning so you can have a easier time shooting at him. But I'm going to do the quote-unquote legit way, or the quote-unquote hard way, which is to just stand over here, wait for him to be on my sight, and then just do side jumps. And, oh, well, I fell into the water anyway. But yeah, basically, this guy can be very annoying. Especially if you try to do this level without using a medpack. Now, the good thing is that you can actually... Oh, he's aiming at him. He's aiming at me. And, oh my god, he almost shot me. He almost got me. Oh, he's running around. And unfortunately, I cannot get him. Maybe if I jump. Oh, I got him. And he poisoned me. That is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to reload the game and let's try again from there. Yeah, this is honestly the worst enemy placement in Tomb Raider 3, to be completely honest. You know, as I've been bashing bad enemy placement in these games. But yeah, basically just side jump. Hopefully you don't get hit. I didn't get hit that time, so that is awesome. Alright, so reload one time. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. Although, now we beg the question, do we actually count as a death if I get poisoned? I mean, I didn't die, so, you know, there's that, but I don't know, maybe I should count as a death, or maybe I should, actually, no, I'm not even going to try to, I'm not even going to do a poisoned counter, because, yeah, that's going to be more editing for me. But yeah, I'm gonna count deaths if I actually die in the recording, you know? Which, by the way, in case you're wondering, in the River Ganges video, I didn't die a single time when I actually, when I did pause the recording. Okay, so, yeah, up on that ladder, there is a large medpack, and the reason I didn't climb that ladder while that guy was spawned is because that guy will actually shoot you pretty much all the time as you climb the ladder. I've never gotten up the ladder without him shooting at me. Or at least poisoning me. So yeah, basically the best strategy is to just get down and just shoot at him, and fingers crossed that he doesn't poison you. Because that's another thing, because those guys shoot projectiles, they're not hit scan. But at the same time, the darts are so tiny that you cannot see them at all. Not to mention that their aim is terrible. Because, okay, these guys are also very inconsistent, because when they shoot you, or when they shoot at you while you're just running around, their aim is terrible. Like, Stone Trooper terrible. However, the moment you start shooting at them, they basically become like expert marksmen and basically just shoot you at point blank, and they just shoot you like with full accuracy, which is very stupid. But yeah, right here, as we get into this bridge, we want to come into this. We want to jump in. We want to jump and grab this rock formation or this wall, which is actually climbable. And yeah, you can actually climb down quite a while, which is very weird, all things considered. I don't understand why that wall is climbable. Maybe in case you didn't grab it, but yeah. But yeah, if you just continuously jump over to this point, we can actually claim the second secret, which has some grenades. And this is the secret that you would have missed if you took the shortcut. Which, by the way, we're now above the area where you would have emerged from if you took the shortcut. So yeah, this is shown real quick. If you took the shortcut, you would actually came from that direction over there. Which is pretty awesome. Alright, so let's pop a flare into this little temple area. And if we come over here, you're going to see that there's pretty much nothing here. However, when we take our shotgun and we stand on this tile, yeah, we're going to spawn a native guy, or I guess a cannibal. And when you step on this tile, you want to duck because you're going to activate this disc trap, which is basically the same trap as that one trap from Last Crusade. So yeah, basically the penitent shall kneel, or however the quote goes. God, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Which is ironic because I did bash it when it comes to sequels, basically doing the same thing as Raiders, even though Last Crusade is my favorite Indiana Jones movie, which is no longer in Disney Plus. Which, screw you, Paramount, because yeah, the movies were Paramount first, which is why they're now on Paramount Plus. Which, who even watches Paramount Plus at this point? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Now, you may notice right here, as we enter this room, Lara is looking at that light. And if Indiana Jones taught me anything, is to never touch the light. So yeah, we're just going to go and come over here to push this button, to turn off that light. So yeah, we turn off that light. And we can actually claim this large medpack. Now, if you touch the light, what's going to happen is you're actually going to activate some spikes in this platform that I'm standing on, which is going to make it impossible for you to get this safe crystal. Now, you do want to be careful because when you stand on a tile with the crystal, you're actually going to spawn a dart trap. And right over here, we can actually get another shortcut to the end to continue on with the level. However, just like before, I'm not going to take the shortcut. So instead, we're going to take the normal path, which is down here in this water. Now, you will get sucked in, and you will take some fall damage, but that's okay. This level's really not that difficult to get through without using a medpack. Well, if you don't get poisoned, that is. But yeah, once we emerge from here, the idea for this place is we have to collect 3 Serpent Stones. However, before I do that, I'm actually gonna show you guys where you would emerge from should you took the shortcut from the beginning of the level. Now, as you go through here, you're actually going to spawn another cannibal. So we're going to blast him with a shotgun. And then we want to be careful here because we got some quicksand. And I'm pretty sure that if you fall down, you're not going to be able to get out. So, yeah, you want to be careful. Now, as soon as you stand on this platform, you're also going to spawn, or you're going to activate a dart trap. But yeah, basically wait for the darts to intercept and continue on through here. Now, as you go through here, you're also going to spawn another cannibal. So let's dispose of him real quick. And right over here, where this pool is, this is where you would have came from should you took the shortcut at the beginning of the level. So yeah, right over here. So yeah, right here we got the slope from the beginning of the level. And yeah, basically this is where you would have came from should you took the first shortcut in the level. So yeah, now basically this means that if you took the first shortcut, you're now doing the long path at the same time. Which at the end of the day, the only thing you're gonna miss if you take the first shortcut is you're basically gonna skip the cavern area, as well as the second secret, which is up there on that bridge. And if you decide to take the second secret, you're actually going to skip this room plus the third secret of the level. Or I guess the third and final secret of the level, because yeah, if we check our statistics, yeah, there's only three secrets. Okay, but yeah, basically I went to that ledge to grab a large medpack, and now we're going to time ourselves and just continue on with the level. Okay, so yeah, now the objective is to collect 3 Serpent Stones, and we can actually get 1 right now. And what you want to do is you want to climb up here to these tree tops, or these tree branches, I guess, or basically to the top of this room. And now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go claim some shotgun shells, and yeah, right over there, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right over there, that red diamond, that is actually a Serpent Stone that we need. And I'm dead. Nice, because I took a step forward and I overshoot the jump. And yeah, I have to do the cavern area again. So I will see you guys back at the spot, and yeah, we're gonna try again from there. Okay, everyone, I am almost back at the spot. I just killed the native guy, and yeah, I did get the large medpack before fighting the native, so yeah, I just decided to make it a little bit much easier. Also, I'm going to, so yeah, once we get to a specific point in this level, I'm gonna save my game because I got poisoned 5 times by that one guy in that cavern area. Yes, I am dead serious. 5 freaking times. So stupid. Okay, so yeah, basically, if I didn't, you know, be stupid and overshoot this jump. So right over there we got some shotgun shells. And these shotgun shells can be the absolute worst to get. Because you have to basically jump and veer to the left so you can actually grab the ledge. And then we have to get back, which is an even much trickier jump. Because, again, if you overshoot, you're basically dead. But yeah, basically what I like to do is I like to aim for the center of the tile. And there you go. That's how you get the shotgun shells. But now that's over with, let's go into these treetops and let's go and claim our first Serpent Stone. However, before we do that, we're going to go to the right because here we have this little covey area with some Desert Eagle clips. But it's also a secret, so there you go. You see, it all had purpose. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim the Serpent Stone. And yeah, the best way to get down is to just walk off. And for some reason, Laura just stood in place. That's odd. Maybe it's a better idea to just jump to the slope. Yeah, just jump to it. Alright, so now let's drop over here. And yeah, basically we're going back to where we came from the waterfall area, which is right over here. Okay, now you may notice that there are some openings here in the waterfall, and that is because behind here we can get the second Serpent Stone. Now, if you want, you can actually do a running jump towards this ladder from here, but it's a very finicky jump, and if you fall off, you're basically dead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a jump over here. And yeah, quick advice, for the love of God, try not to jump back to this platform from the opening, because it is so difficult to the point that I have never been able to jump back into this platform in any of my attempts, in any of my playthroughs of this level. But yeah, just from the platform where you were, just do a standing jump and you'll land on that platform, and then do a running jump towards the ladder, and then we can move on to this next area where we can claim the third and final Serpent Stone. Alright, so now let's keep on climbing, baby. Now, to my right, there is this platform that has a small medpack. And also we can behold the the black void. Very, very scary, but also very ominous. It almost makes you look that we're basically on a unexplored area surrounded by darkness. Or that one joke in Looney Tunes where Porky goes to find the dodo, which is like the darker Africa, And then he goes to, like, the darkest Africa. It's kind of similar to... Kind of reminds me of Mario Odyssey with darker and darkest side of the moon. Old school Looney Tunes. Some of my pretty much my favorite type of cartoon of all time. If only all the episodes were in HBO Max, which, God. So, you know, at the very least, they added the old school Scooby-Doo movies like Ghoul School, Zombie Island, and all that stuff. But yeah, when it comes to the old school Looney Tunes, they have like season 1, 34, 15, 75. And they're not even all, and not even all the episodes are the damn thing. Because, yeah, like, season 1, like, let's say, season 1 has 32 episodes. But instead of having all 32 episodes, they have, like, a select few, like, 5 of them. Which, yeah, I don't understand. Like, seriously, Warner, I don't understand what's wrong, what the hell is wrong with you when it comes to uploading old school media to your streaming service. I mean, it's pretty much similar to Disney when it comes to the Disney XD shows, like Kick Buttowski, and hell, even the Jetix side of cartoons. Even though that's technically not Disney, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about stuff that Disney is because Disney is very dumb sometimes. I mean, they're releasing a live-action version of Snow White. Like, how stupid they can be. Even though at the time of this video, I'm pretty sure the movie's already out. Because, yeah, this episode is going up on March. Okay, so now I'm going to save my game because now we have to deal with a lot of poison enemies. So let's Savadigame. And yeah, I'm going to try to save, from this point on, I'm going to try to save at least twice in every level from this point onward. Now, I don't make that promise, especially with boss levels like Caves of Kalia, because sometimes I might as well just not save because some of those levels are very short but also very easy. But I'm gonna try my best to save more often in these levels, especially considering that, you know, these levels can be very difficult. Okay, so yeah, as we enter this area, we're going to enter the titular coastal village. And as we go over here, we are going to spawn 2 cannibals, or 2 native guys. There's one as soon as you enter, and there's one right over here. And when you enter this hut that he was in, there is a small medpack, which is awesome. Now, don't get near to the fire because I don't want to catch on fire. And right over here, we can actually claim a save crystal. You can actually see the save crystal glow, which is awesome. And as we go back from, so assuming you're coming from the correct path or the long path, we want to go to the right because in this hut there is a rocket we can claim. And also, on the right as well is the path that you would emerge from if you took the shortcut from that temple area where the save crystal was. So yeah, right here where the slope is. So yeah, right here is where you can actually see the light over there where you actually get the save crystal and all that stuff. Now, I'm actually going to jump on the slope because because when you slide off, you're actually going to spawn a blow dart guy. And yeah, there he is. So hopefully he doesn't get me. I'm looking at my health with a lot of intensity. Die! Die! Okay, he's dead. Maybe a bit overkill, but with these guys, you know, there's no kill like overkill. Alright, and before we continue, I'm going to, if Laura would actually get to it, there we go. We're going to climb up over here to claim some grenades. And I actually forgot that, yeah, I do have the grenade launcher. Because, yeah, we did get it on the last level. However, I'm not going to use it yet. I'm actually going to wait a little bit before we use it. In the meantime, we're going to take our shotgun out because we're going to fight a blow dart guy. So, once again, Assume that you're going from the correct path. We want to go to the left now, or if you're going out of the shortcut, you want to go straight into this area right here. Now, as soon as you get near this part, we're gonna spawn a blow dart guy, and one thing that you can actually and one piece of information that can actually help you is that the blow dart guys have no skull mask, while the native guys that do melee attack, yeah, as you can see, these guys have like a skull mask. Because if I can show you right here, yeah, right there we got a blow dart guy, and he doesn't have a mask. And instead he has instead he has some of the biggest earrings I think I've ever seen in my life. At least I hope that those are earrings. I cannot tell from this angle. Yeah, they kind of... It looks like they're coming out of its ear. Or, not ear, its nose. Oh my god. Yeah, guys, I smell stuff with my ears. Yeah, that's because I'm a perfectly normal human being. Oh my god, I just realized what I was saying. Okay, so from where this guy was, there's actually this wheel. And by spinning the wheel, we're going to raise some platforms that are on the other side of the village, which is basically to the right side as you enter the village from the long path. And hello. And goodbye. So yeah, basically from where we start, we want to go over here, and basically we want to go around the hut where the save crystal was. So yeah, the save crystal was over here, and we want to go over here. Now before we continue, I want to show you something, because in this hut, as you can see, there is a large med pack at the end of it. However, as you can notice, by the wavy mud, yeah, the large med pack is sitting on top of quicksand. And if you notice, there's actually the large med pack is also on top of the quicksand. And yeah, basically this is from my recollection one of two instances where you have an impossible item to grab. Because yeah, if you try to grab that med pack, you're going to sink and you're basically going to die. And yeah, unless you basically like do some cheat strategies or some cheat codes and all that stuff, yeah, this med pack is 100% impossible to get. You cannot get this med pack legitimately. So yeah, basically what you want to do is, yeah, right here we have the trapdoors that we raised, so now we can actually go across this gap with spikes. But before we do that, there is actually some shotgun shells we can pick up. And as we go into this area, the first place we want to go is to the right, because in this little covey area, which is to the right, we can claim a secret. Yes, a secret. The 4th secret of the level. So yeah, if we check our statistics, we can actually see that we now have 4 out of 3 secrets. And this is actually the only instance in the entire series where we actually have 1 secret more than the actual count. Which means that if we actually continue to get all the secrets, we can actually end the game with 60 out of the 59 secrets in the final statistics of the game. Now that being said, this little error, I guess, was actually fixed in the remaster, which means that in the remaster version, instead of 4 out of 3 secrets, it's 4 out of 4 secrets. So yeah, there's actually 4 secrets according to the remasters. So yeah, you cannot be all fancy when it comes to getting items, or when it comes to the secret counts. And yeah, basically in the secret there are some shotgun shells and some MP5 clips, which is awesome. Because in the next level we are going to get the MP5, which is pretty awesome. Alright, you know what? Let's have fun with grenades. So as you walk through here, you're going to spawn 2 cannibals. So let's just blow them up. And get some body parts flying all over, which is awesome. And before we continue exploring, I'm going to kill a blow dart guy. Which he spawns if we go through this part right here. So in between these two huts, if we go to the path on the right, there he is. And there he went. Okay, so in this area, we have to find a wheel inside one of these huts. Now, the problem is, I don't remember there's items in these huts. So, yeah, I'm going to still investigate all of them just in case. But in one of these huts, yeah, right here. So, in this hut, we have this wheel. And this wheel, what it's going to do is it's going to open a trapdoor in a treehouse. Ah! That's what I said, Laura. And it didn't show it, but I'm actually going to show you real quick. But yeah, right here, there's a trapdoor that it opened. And basically, by spinning the wheel, what it also did is that it lowered these trapdoors right here. Now, this is actually very important that I mention this because you can actually skip this entire puzzle area if you want. By standing on this edge, you can actually jump and get on top of the roof of this hut. And basically, what you want to do is you want to go over here. And also get my grenade launcher because I think there's a native guy that spawns. No, he doesn't. Now, and yeah, basically, as you can see, this area is completely normal because if you enter this from the correct side, these tiles would be shooting fire. And basically, the objective is you have to raise these trapdoors so you can actually cross the fire and get to the other side. However, because it's a walkthrough, I'm just going to show you the correct path. So we're just going to drop down. And we're going to light a flare because I think there are flares in one of these huts. I don't remember where or which one. But yeah, basically we just want to explore these huts because there might be some awesome stuff in them. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is the hut where the flares are. And here they are. So yeah, the last place I look is where they are. Wow, look at that. How convenient. Alright, so now that we got the flares, let's go into this treehouse by climbing up this ladder. And then once you get around this spot right here, just do a backflip. And in this treehouse, we will get the... As soon as we approach this door, we're going to open it. However, as you can very clearly see by the lighting, you can actually see there's actually fire on. And yeah, basically, if you actually come from this side, or if you actually climb through the treehouse, you're actually going to activate the fire, meaning that you can no longer do the shortcut, meaning that you now have to do this path, or do this puzzle the legit way. Which way I'm going to use, because, you know, this is a walkthrough, and we have to do everything. Alright, and then what you want to do is you want to jump across these huts, and then we want to find this part of the ceiling right here, because here we got some actual monkey bars. Look at that. And yeah, basically we want to take them to the end. Now, while you're in monkey bars, what you can also do is you can actually sidestep, which is pretty much the same as you were shimmying from a ledge, which is pretty funny. Now, that being said, you do want to be careful because I don't know if it happens in this game, but I know it happens in Tomb Raider 4. But sometimes when you reach the end of a ledge, Lara will automatically drop down. And that can actually be deadly for you because if you drop on the wrong side or in the wrong spot, yeah, you're basically going to die. So, yeah, we don't want that to happen. Now, in this hut, there is a button which is going to raise the trapdoors that will allow us to cross the fire. And it also spawn a native guy, as you saw right there. So, yeah, now we have to just backtrack to the treehouse and just yeah, continue on with, and yeah, just continue on and move into the last part of the level. So yeah, we're almost done, guys, with at 44 minutes, even though this level is going to take less, considering that, you know, I reloaded the game since I died because of a stupid jump. Okay, now, I highly recommend you save your game, because this next jump can be very finicky. In fact, I'm actually going to save my game. Because you have to be in a perfect position so that when you do a running jump, you do not land on the fire. And also, in case it wasn't obvious, yeah, try not to grab the ledge because you're not going to make it. But yeah, basically what I like to do is I like to stand around the middle portion of this tile, and then I do a running jump. And as you can see, I'll just make it no problemo. Alright, and here we have this button. Now this button is going to open some doors. It's also going to spawn a native guy. And here we have this button right here. Now, do not press this button, because if you do, you're going to activate the flames in here, and yeah, you're basically going to kill yourself. Alright, and right here we got another blade trap, and instead of crawling, we actually have to run. And there we go, very easy trap to avoid. And here we have a wheel, which is going to open this gate, but it's also going to open a gate underwater. And that gate is right over here. Now, this will also spawn a gator. However, yeah, trying to fight this gator is very annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lure him. If he bites me, he bites me. Even though he attacks twice, which is pretty stupid. Even though the gators in Tomb Raider 1 do the exact same thing. But whatever. Alright, then let's kill this reptilian bastard. Oh, he got me. That's okay, because this gator is actually the last enemy of the level. So yeah, we are done with Coastal Village. And yeah, I didn't show it, but where we pulled the first wheel, where we killed those bloater guy with the wheel, there was actually a hut on top of the tree that was in that area. And yeah, basically the objective, you will end the level by going into that hut. In fact, the hut is right over here. So yeah, this is the area where we fought some native guys. And yeah, basically we just want to jump over here. And you know what? Since I didn't do it in Tomb Raider 2, let's do a handstand in Tomb Raider 3. And with that said, Coastal Village is finished. However, we do have a cutscene, so let's enjoy it and see what the deal is with this area.
Not interrupting, am I?
Not bleeding, are you? Not about to use this place as a dunny?
No, and no.
Good. Good. Just don't want any fly-carrying visitors in here.
Right. I understand. What happened?
Woke up in the jungle with one of those little blokes snacking on my leg, didn't I?
A tribesman? It isn't usual for them to eat right off the bone like that.
Well, it was dark, and I never got the bugger, so I can't be sure. Something spooky is in that jungle. Our air carrier crashed up in the mountains. Every night some of my men would vanish without trace. Others fled in fear. Then this happened. So I brought the men down to shore for safety, only for us all to be captured by this greedy mob. Some sort of sacrifice to their god who lives up in the hills. Though it seems I've not been invited to the barbie.
Maybe you're the dessert. Ripe flesh can be a bit of a delicacy around here.
For real?
Listen, we'd better get you out of here. Do you know how the tribe crossed the swamp down there? Which stones they tread on?
Yeah, but I'm staying put. With this wound, I'd be like a fill-up station to every diseased bug in the bush. I'd rather be the main course at the real feast. Hey, if you see any of my men alive in there, direct them to the North Shore, will you? Away from here.
Of course.
Alright, and there you guys have it. That is it for Coastal Village. So yeah, we have... So they kind of mentioned that... there's a sort of god of the cannibals that basically they worship, and maybe it's connected to the artifact, to one of the artifacts we have to get. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the next video. But yes, with that said, we are done with Coastal Village, and yeah, this was a this was a pretty rough start. I'm not gonna lie, because yeah, like I mentioned, the poison can be very annoying, especially with the blow dart guys. But honestly, the fact that they're in this level and this level only, well, kinda. It's honestly, I would say this level is the hardest level when it comes to the poison mechanic in Tomb Raider 3. Although the blow dart guys will return in a future level. However, that's not going to happen until the final level of the South Pacific Islands. But we're not there yet. Instead, next time we meet on the Tomb Raider Marathon, we're going to be moving on to Crash Site, which is a very difficult level to get through without using a med pack. But until then, this is Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.